Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Bill, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to explore Milwaukee. Now this is going to be the first episode in a series of episodes where we really just check out what we have to offer here in Milwaukee. Something that you guys can come back to again and again just to see if there's something new and exciting you'd like to check out, or if you've never been here, give you a guide to where you can go. Now today, what we're going to do is we're actually going to walk the Riverwalk. I am on the far north end of that Riverwalk, and we're just going to kind of start trucking down south until it ends. So we're kind of at the beginning, we're going to go to the end. We're going to make some stops along the way just to kind of check out, like if you wanted to jump off the trail and check out some stuff, you have the opportunity to do so. Now, I have never personally walked this entire trail before. My understanding is 3 miles one way, so I'm going to be putting on the steps. As a matter of fact, let's check here. I'm at 793 steps. We'll find out where I end up. So, but we're not going to record the entire walk, obviously. That might be a little boring, but we're just going to do some of those highlights. So hopefully this is something you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's see what we get ourselves into. Alright guys, we're gonna head down this trail here. There's a steep set of stairs that go down. I did see the sign. You know what, I'm gonna read it to you. It says, if there's even a slight chance at getting something that will make you happy, risk it. Life's too short, happiness is too rare. I agree, so I made this YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy it with me. Alright, let's go take a walk down. Alright, so we're gonna just walk on down here and get to the actual riverfront. Now again, I don't know what I'm necessarily doing. This might not even be the right way, but hey, we're gonna go on this adventure together. All right, that wasn't so bad. Oh, looks like there might be a path down this way. Looks like we've got some kayaks here too. Looks like a nice place to launch kayaks. So all right, well, let's do this. Alrighty, well, it didn't take too long to get off the gravel trail. I'm now on a paved trail, and the first thing we come across is a restaurant. This restaurant used to be called Stubby's. It is now Pizza Man. And so there is a stairway up to the restaurant from down here. So you can go upstairs, get some pizza. They actually have a really nice patio too that overlooks the river. So not a bad place to stop. All right, we're gonna keep on walking. I think I see some apartments. I'll stop in when we get to our next notable stop. All right, so we actually haven't been walking too long, but I did want to stop and show you. This is a great view from here. Right, there's a bridge over there, but right underneath it you can kind of see there's a walking bridge. So right behind it is Lakefront Brewery, one of the more popular brewery tours in the city. They probably do 5-6 tours a day, always packed. They got great fish fry there. Definitely someplace I'm going to review for their food one day, but I did kind of want to show you from this angle what that kind of looks like. So again, you know, we're walking along the Riverwalk, and right now it's just all residential. There's actually apartments or condos on either side, and it's a nice quiet walk. Now looks like I'm coming across already a little bit of an obstacle. The Milwaukee Rowing Club is right in front of me, and I thought I could take the stairs down and over, and it looks like I might have to walk around. Not too big of a deal, small little detour. But yeah, so we'll go take a closer look at Lakefront. That actually may be our first stop, so. Alrighty, so we made it to Lakefront Brewery. This is gonna be the first kind of place we're gonna stop off. They're not open yet, so I'm not gonna be able to go in. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys some places where you can kind of jump on, jump off this Riverwalk. And this is the first stop we're gonna do that at. So from here, what we're gonna do is you can obviously stop at Lakefront. They have seating on the river, or we can jump up on the bridge and go see what's on the other side of this river. You guys wanna go check that out? All right, let's go do that. All right, so we are just coming off of the Riverwalk and kind of walking down this little bit of a side street. There's some parking here for Lakefront employees. Most of the time, if you're visiting, you're gonna be parking on the street. But how do we get to this pedestrian bridge? Let's take a look here, huh? Now this is the front of Lakefront Brewery. Iconic local brewery here in Milwaukee. I have been here many a times. And I especially love the sculpture. The Three Stooges, Larry, Moe, and Curly. There's the entrance to get onto the pedestrian bridge. Now when you get to the end of the pedestrian bridge, there's this little swing park here. Nothing too crazy, but every once in a while I like to come on here, swing a little bit, make me feel like a kid again. Now it does drop you off right onto Water Street here, and we're going to be seeing different parts of Water Street as we go through this, but I did want to just come out here and kind of point out that head over to the right, there's a little place called the Up Down. It's like an arcade bar. It's really nice. And if you go to your left, there are going to be some bars and restaurants over there as well. So not too far off the beaten path, but nice little detour. So I think it's time for us to get back on the Riverwalk and see what else we can find. Hey guys, so I've been walking on the west side of the Riverwalk. You will get to a point where you have to cross a street. You get to Schlitz Park right behind me here. Can you see it? You can go ahead and just keep walking on through. It does say private property, but it's just a little bit of a walkway and then you're back on the Riverwalk. So just wanted to highlight that real quick. Just cruising along here. Getting close to another place where we're gonna jump off the trail here. But there's some nice sculptures here. Or scary sculptures, if you will. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sculpture park right along this trail. Like I said, we're gonna jump off here in a second. Show you guys something cool in this area. All right guys, so we're coming up behind some buildings here, but I think this is a good place to take a quick detour off of the Riverwalk. Now, as we come up here, you will see on the right-hand side, kind of tucked back there on the right, that's Fiserv Forum. We'll go check that out in a second. Lots of entertainment type stuff over on that side. Or, if you're so inclined, you can cross the bridge and you're basically right on Water Street. Now, Water Street at night is the party hub, or at least it was when I was younger. And that's where you would go to hit up the bars and restaurants, hang out with your friends. If you are a sports fan, Fiserv Forum area is probably more right up your alley. So let's go ahead and check that out. Now, before we actually cross the street, I do want to note that this is Old World 3rd Street, or Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, and this is where you're going to find all of the restaurants in this area that people tend to hang out at night, or again, if they're going to come check out a game, get here early. Lots of really great restaurants here. I do at some point want to come here and do some restaurant reviews. But yeah, I think this is really a nice spot. Now, the only caveat to this is parking. Parking is going to be a mess. So if you're staying downtown, it's an easy walk. If you're coming to hang out, maybe you want to Uber or Lyft, because you're probably going to pay a pretty penny for parking down here. So, all right, so we are in the Deer District. This is where Fiserv Forum is, home of your Milwaukee Bucks. It's got a nice courtyard here for some outdoor viewing. All the way down there, see it, is a Good City Brewing Company. We have some restaurants and bars in this area. Really kind of a fun little spot. There is some hotels as well. How you doing, my guy? So yeah, really kind of a cool spot. Again, if you're walking around down here in Milwaukee, there's a lot of places you can check out, and this is definitely one of those little hot spots for you. Nice little place to come hang out, especially within walking distance of quite a few hotels. All right, so that was a fun little detour. We're gonna get back on the Riverwalk and check out what else we have going on. Now, this is getting to the heart of downtown, which is really nice. Now, the Riverwalk primarily is on the west side of the river. You can take the east side of the river once you get downtown. It's doesn't go all the way through, and actually technically the west side doesn't either once you get closer to the freeway and jump into what we call the third ward. So for the most part, I think we're going to stay on this west side. I will jump to the east side once we start heading back. But yeah, let's get back on the trail and see what else we can get ourselves into. Look at this place. Ah, it's gorgeous. And there's nothing to do in Milwaukee, they say. So we are pretty much in the heart of downtown. Here's a nice little map that you can find on the Riverwalk. Once we get up top, I think we are on Wisconsin Avenue. And this is where you're going to be able to find a lot of businesses, a lot of traffic, lots of people around this area. The mall is not too far from here. There's, or used to be a mall. Third Street Marketplace is now the food hall. So yeah, you can see right down there. We have the Riverside Theater, the mall, some restaurants, Planet Fitness if you need to get your gym on. Chase Tower, really nice actually on the inside there. Oh, look. We have some ducks for you. Quack, quack. All right, we're gonna keep on trucking here. Try not to get ran over. See what else we can get ourselves into. You know what's really nice is that they do have these signs as well to help you identify that you're on the Riverwalk. Now this one isn't as helpful, so I'm assuming I go down here. Yeah, I know at some point I am going to have to cross the river because, like I was saying before, a lot of the Riverwalk is on the west side, but it does end at some point. That is a very mysterious looking door. I wonder what that is. Is it a speakeasy? All right, let's check it. All right, well, looks like we're still on the Riverwalk. You can actually see these like little tiles here, these little emblems, to really help us identify as well that we're on the Riverwalk. Can you really get any closer than being in it? Well, I guess you could be in a boat on it. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting close to the end here, actually. So, yeah, let's carry on and see what else we find. All right, so it does look like the Riverwalk ends at Clybourne here. So we're gonna have to get up and walk across the bridge, get to the other side, and pick up this Riverwalk, continuing our way south. I'm liking this so far. It's been a beautiful day. Doesn't get much better than this in Wisconsin. I didn't realize also it's graduation weekend. So it's actually quite a few people here. Some graduation stuff happening downtown. So, all right. I'm gonna go explore some more. All right, so can we just stop for a minute and look at this view? I mean, it's a great view. Milwaukee does really have a lot to offer. All right, so technically, if you wanted to, you could go to the next street over, cross the street, walk down the street, get back on the Riverwalk, but you can also just cross the bridge. You have to double back a little bit, right? So we go this way. But I want to do as much of the Riverwalk as I can, so that's the route I'm going to take. But if you're feeling tired, there's no harm in taking a shortcut, I guess. So we are getting close to the end of the Riverwalk. There is one more detour that we can take, which I do plan on taking. But I think what we're going to do first is we're going to walk to the end, and then on the way back, we'll make that other stop. But obviously, again, I don't think there's much else to see, really. But we will still continue to do that walk. Looks like we got some pickleball courts down there. You guys can see that. Looks like maybe some construction going on. Geese in the water. Hear the sounds of construction. Wisconsin really only has two times of the year. It's winter and construction. So, yeah, very cool. All right, well, as sometimes happens, this was the detour I wanted to take. You can see it's all fenced off. Looks like they're doing some construction here, so you can't go this way to the Milwaukee Public Market. But I'm gonna get to the end of this Riverwalk. I'm just gonna jump on the street. Oh, you guys see the hop driving by? We'll talk about that later. All right, well, let's get to the end. Yeah, there's the sign for the historic Third Ward when you're driving in off of, I believe this is Watertown Plank Road. Well, we did it. It's pretty much the end of the Riverwalk. On the far south side, right behind me, is just a dead end. So we're gonna just take this little path. Again, it's gonna drop us off on the street here, which is really the beginning of Third Ward, historic Third Ward. Beautiful area. If I was gonna spend any amount of time in Milwaukee, I'd probably be here, right? Restaurants, bars, the food hall at the Milwaukee Public Market, a lot of different stores. So really, really cool. Really cool. You can kind of see behind me this sign. So yeah, so that is the entire west side of the Riverwalk, starting on the north end, making my way south. So now I'm going to turn around, go back the other way. Maybe there's a stop or two we can make. We'll see. All right. You know, as we finish the first leg of this walk, I gotta tell you, I was just like taking it all in. I haven't done this entire walk before. This is great. I mean, a lot of things that you don't normally get to see when you're just driving through, right? When you just take a walk. Said good morning to a lot of people. They said good morning back, which was really nice. I mean, Milwaukee is a pretty nice city in that regard. So, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, guys. Why doesn't Milwaukee get more love? I don't get it. It's a great place to live for the most part. I mean, every place has its downfalls. Winter here is a big one. Not the biggest fan. I am not a outdoorsy person per se, so when it's cold outside, there's really not a lot for me to do. So it's kind of a hibernation mode for me. But you know, I mean, like if you're into winter sports, snowmobiling, skiing, ice skating, it's all here. In the summer, festivals, lots of outdoor space to enjoy. I mean, really is something special. So if you're not from around here and you're watching this, really hope this helps you see that there could be a lot more here. And this series that I want to do is going to highlight that. So, you know, again, this is the first episode. This is episode 1 where we take a walk on the river. Who knows what the next episodes are going to look like, but it's going to highlight the city for sure. So, all right, enough talking. Get to walking. All right, so I did find another way to get off this river walk. There's a nice little trail here just a little bit south of where I wanted to get off. Drops you off right on the street, so not a big deal. I'm gonna go to Milwaukee Public Market, grab something to drink. All right, so coming off of the Riverwalk there, we have Shake Shack and Aloha Pokey. I'm gonna take a left here and we're just gonna, so we're just gonna take this to the Milwaukee Public Market. Now, spoiler alert, I am not gonna be showing you the Milwaukee Public Market today. I will be doing that at some other time. So, but just wanna let you know where I'm headed. All right. Coffee time. All right, so I am officially on the other side of the river. I went to Anodyne and got me a nitro cold brew. If you guys like coffee and you've never had a nitro cold brew, you're missing something there. So good. Anyways, what I wanted to do was just take a quick pit stop, enjoy this view, show you guys what this looks like. We're gonna keep walking. I think I have a surprise down here for you. All right, let's do this, huh? I mean, come on. Does it get much better than this? Look all the way down there, you can see the Fiserv Forum, Usinger, all sorts of fun stuff. All right, let's go see if I can find that surprise I was telling you guys about. Oh boy, got the bronze fawns here. I think this is real life height. So he was a short guy. So, so what'd you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? The bronze fawns. That thing's been here for a long time. It actually got redone, I think, last year. So nice and refreshed. Henry Winkler, I want you to come say hi. The bronze fawns. I guess he was really that short. All right, guys. Let's see what else we got here. All right, guys. So I'm walking down the Riverwalk, and I hear all this music, and I see all this commotion. I'm like, what is going on down here? There's a big truck festival for kids down here. They got some music playing in the background, so I'm gonna try and cut that out. I don't want to get hit with a copyright, but you know what? This is Milwaukee, man. Let me tell you. All right, let's go see what this is all about. All right, I'm staying on the other side of the street here. Hopefully far enough away from the music, it doesn't pick up too much, but look at that. Fire trucks and big vehicles, and there's a swap machine down there. Oh man, how cool is that? Again, I think these kids love this kind of stuff. It's awesome for the city of Milwaukee to host something like this. All these big cranes. Wow, really cool. You know, it's also nice, you know, we're on Water Street. We talked a little bit about that. I really love all the old and new architecture around here. Really cool. All right, let's get back on the Riverwalk. Well, the east side of the Riverwalk was pretty short-lived. I'm already at a construction site. Can't go any further. I think this is kind of where it ends anyways. I think that there might be something that picks up on the other side, so I'm just gonna go back to the other side of the Riverwalk and just kind of take it back to where I parked. But you know, I think I have some final thoughts for you guys. Let me mull on that for a minute. I'll get back to you. All right, guys, so that is the Milwaukee River Walk. There was really nothing much else to see on the way back. Henry Winkler, that was it on the way back. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the River Walk. I really enjoyed walking it, to be honest with you. Looking at my step count, I'm at 14,254 as of right now. I still have a little bit of a walk back to my car. But yeah, it was a nice exercise. Couple of things that I wanted to really just kind of highlight and talk about. Number one, there are stairs. There are a lot of stairs. There's a couple wheelchair ramps, but the reality is there's just not enough to make it sustainable for someone who isn't able to walk up and down stairs to do this walk. Now, there again, bits and pieces of it, yes, but not the entire thing. The other thing too is that I think a big portion of the quote-unquote activities were either in the beginning or towards the middle and the end, right? So like there's definitely some walks. That kind of sounds weird. Beginning, middle, end is kind of the only thing. But you know, in between there, those walks are just really, really nice. Most of it's paved. You do have to cross streets, so be very careful of traffic and pedestrian areas. But otherwise, very, very nice. You know, this is a very walkable city. A lot of great restaurants. I didn't eat today. I had some coffee, but to be honest with you, I'm fasting. I do that every once in a while. Today was just one of those days that I chose to fast. So no eating, but you know, I'm gonna have a restaurant review coming up for you guys at some point here soon. Another thing, I need to bring a charger because this thing's almost dead. I hope I can get this entire outro, you know, recorded in time. But yeah, so definitely come check it out. If you guys never have done it, just come do it. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time. You don't have to do the entire thing. Walk both sides of the river. You see a lot of different things when you walk on both sides, right? So you don't want to miss anything. But overall, just enjoy it. It's Milwaukee. It's beautiful weather out here. We have beer and food and fun, and this is just a really great place to be. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining along. I'm hoping to have more episodes in the future. I hope you like this series. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that follow button if you're not following me already. Subscribe. And you know what? Just enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out, guys. Woo!